Um. Yes. So I can't really. I'm going to upload some more stuff. I just. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I just haven't had any fucking songs. I've had no material coming out. I don't just want to be uploading covers. I can't really upload my punk music because my punk music is electric guitar based. I mean, the thing is, I'm hoping that next year I'm going to go to a recording studio. I've seen some, and I just need to figure out if the prices cover actual. Well, I mean, not distribution. I mean, as long as they give me the recording, and if it's like a digital thing, I can just upload and distribute or whatever myself. I mean, they're not going to be fucking, that great, but get it up on YouTube, maybe see about putting it on SoundCloud, shit like that, and have an actual professional recording. I don't have a band though, you know. Unless I mean, I'm going to probably get a bass, I know a couple people that do play music, so I'll probably just get them involved. I should actually hit my friend Joe up and text him and ask him. It's just, yeah, it's winter. I'm tired. I ain't well. I spat up blood yesterday because I was singing too hard. I pushed myself too much when I was busking. I didn't make as much money as I would have liked. But yeah, I'm literally just gonna rant now. That's it. I'm just gonna rant. It's not gonna be too long. I don't want to piss people off. And then I'm gonna get my acoustic guitar out and try and write some acoustic stuff. Actually, I'm gonna record some stuff. I've already written some shit. I just need to get some recordings down. I did upload that recent song, the war song. I know it's not a perfect take, but yeah, that was all right. It's an all right song. It came out at me last week. I have some. I have a political song as well I can upload, which is an old recording, not too old recently. I'll upload that. That's a protest song. I talk about what's going on with the rioting and Starmer, Labour, what happened over the summer with all Southport and stuff. I went to see my nan today, which I mentioned already. I don't want to go too much into personal, but yeah, it wasn't great. My nan is, I don't know. I feel like often I'm very torn because there's this big there's this it's been there for a while now, but there's this big divide in my family. My family isn't very large, but there's my nan and my uncle, and then there's my mum and me and my brother. My brother stays out of it, and I try not to get involved. But obviously, being you know being in living with our mum and her being our mum and me being more involved than my brother is socially and everything else, he's a bit of a hermit. Um, yeah, and it's just she always uses me as collateral, or it certainly feels like that in these games between my mum. Well, I mean, I say that, but that implies that my mum is actually actively engaging. My mum isn't. That's the thing. My mum has always been dragged into Nana's bullshit. And by nature of that, as I've gotten older, I'm more involved just in general socially. I'm an adult now, not a kid. I'm not shielded. I'm now being dragged into this, which then puts me off going to see my nan. And today proved that exactly. On the one hand, I've got my grandmother saying, well, why don't you ever come around to see me? Then on the other hand, I've got my grandmother pulling the exact same bullshit that is the reason why I don't go and see you. And I did argue with her because she was criticizing my mum and she was talking bollocks. And family or no family, my mum is my mum. And all the boys out there, all the young men out there, you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter who's criticizing your mother. Someone starts talking shit about your mum, especially, you're gonna fucking stand up for your mum. Doesn't matter if she's in the room or not. Doesn't matter if you're old or young. Doesn't matter if your mum's dead. You will always stand up for your mother because that bond between a mother and a son is really fucking strong. It's very, very, very fucking strong. Don't know if anyone's ever seen Only Fools and Horses. You get those moments where Del Boy's really protective of his mum, even though she's gone. It's like that with me. I'll be like this long after my mum is gone. If people try to talk shit about her, doesn't matter how fucking long she's been gone for. It could be 30 years. I could be 80 years old, no teeth. I will still fucking stand up for her. I don't like being put in a position where I'm torn between my loyalties between my grandmother, who I love. Don't get me wrong. She's a complicated woman, but I love her, and she's a nice person, and she's not nasty or evil or anything like that. She's just whatever. Like I said, she's Livia Soprano, basically. Except Livia Soprano was nasty. I wouldn't say my nan is like that, but she just shares behavioral traits. But yeah, that wasn't cool. That put me in a bad mood. I haven't had a good week. I had a good start to the week. Don't get me wrong, but And I keep fucking, getting one step forward and two steps back on dating apps. I get matches, I get conversations with people, they go quiet. I'm then left wondering, well, you know, what do I do? I started having a conversation, like a match with this really nice girl last night. And I thought, wow, this is a breath of fresh air. This is going to lead somewhere. She's quiet, she's cute, she seemed really interested. Nothing. On top of that, um, I'm in love with someone. I've been in love with someone now for several months. I ended the friendship because of this, and I didn't end it in a great way. I abruptly told her how I felt, and I walked away, which was dumb. But I can't fucking stop thinking about her, and I really, really miss her. Just as a friend. No, not just as a friend. I'm not gonna fucking lie. I miss her because I want her. I've just had a shit week. You know, I just have had a really crappy week. It started off good, and it just got crap from there. And I'm telling you, man, I don't know. It just feels like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's like I'm just tired. I'm tired and just pissed off with the world around me. There's so many good things happening, right? There's so much in my life that's so fucking good, and I'm so grateful for some of the shit that I've got. I have some great people, and I'm really starting to build connections now musically. I've had a guy the other week saying, "You in a band?" Yesterday I was busking, and I really that was why I spat out blood, because I really got into it because these guys wanted me to play some Elvis. And the guy just looked at me sitting there with my guitar and he said, I know this guy can play. So at first I thought, oh, have you seen me? Because I've been busking quite a lot now for the last couple of weeks. I'm starting to become quite known because I busk in most of the same places. And I get a lot of people now who smile and who recognize me. So I wave and say hello, how you doing? And they say hello back. People are starting to get to know me. Because there's a lot of, like, there's a couple of main people in Northampton who like busk. There's this violinist dude. There's this black Jamaican guy who's always playing like Rasta and Bob Marley music, and he's got some videos on YouTube. There's this Dutch girl I met yesterday she's just like she was only she moves around the country. She's only been here for like a year. Interesting story. She's kind of a political prisoner. Kind of cool. Um, and I should have asked her out, to be honest. She's a little bit old, well, a couple of years older than me, but she was hot. Nah, yeah. Security moved her on, and I sort of I tried to defend her, which fucking job. No, but yeah. Anyway, so he just looked at me, and then he went, "Oh my god, that voice." I mean, I'm getting that right, and I'm good. I'm fucking good. Now I may be egotistical, I may be cocky, I may be arrogant, but I can fucking back it up. That's the difference. It's this. This and this can't back it up. This and this are getting better than they've ever been. Although this is mostly a new thing, but this is definitely better than it's ever been. This has been setting me back since I was like 9 years old. This is a more recent thing because of what happened, the pandemic, and the effect that it wasn't. I don't think it was because I didn't get COVID until after my health began to decline, but I think all of the stress and existing health conditions and the lifestyle I was living accelerated. Uh, Potentially vaccination. I know we can't talk about that. I only had one jab. But that first jab did not set. I was very sick for. I got really ill for it. I've had lots of vaccines of various. I always get. I got flu shot last week. Only time I've ever really been sick as a dog was when I had my first COVID jab. I've never ever had that experience with anything else. I haven't had it since. I'm just saying. You tell me. You tell me. I mean, RFK now is the health secretary in America, and he's going to be looking into this stuff. So you can't tell me it's just a conspiracy theory. That doesn't mean I'm not cautious about COVID. I am. I'm still at risk. Luckily, COVID is not as bad as it used to be, and I've had it a few times, so my natural immunity is there. And I do look after myself now way better than I ever used to. But anyway, yeah, so I've got so many things I'm grateful for, so many things I'm happy for. And if I can get my ass into a recording studio in the next couple of months, and next year I'm going to be getting my surgery, hopefully, which will make my life easier. If I can get my ass into a recording studio, just as a solo artist, and just get 2 songs down, and get that, get that, get the MP3, whatever, have whatever it is on my phone, be able to distribute that, and then also send it off to the local radio station, see if they'll play it, go from there. I'm fucking close. And I'm telling you now, right, I've got a whole fucking bunch of posts, like fucking stick-it notes, right, on there. They all say different things. And right at the end, basically says, Well, right towards the end, it says build an empire. That's what I want. Not like a fucking empire like in politics or something. No, I want, I have this vision in my head of what, if someone said to me, what do you want? What do you want the most? What do you see yourself in 30 years' time? I see myself as like a Dr. Dre, like, business sort of slash music tycoon, right? Record companies, producing, musician, all of that. I want my own record company. I already know what my record company is going to be called. Lighthouse Records. I told the Dutch girl that and she liked that. I said it's because if you look at Northampton, type in National Express Liftar, the nickname for it is the Lighthouse. Now, I haven't heard that used that often. I know it is a nickname, but I haven't heard it used. Most people just refer to it as the Liftar. And but Lighthouse Records just sounds cooler. I know that. I can even close my eyes. I can see it. I can see it. What it would look like on a vinyl. Yeah, what it would look like. I can see the logo, like above an office, with my desk. I'm smiling, picturing it. I know what I want to do as a musician. I know what I want to do regards to maybe managing and producing other bands, possibly going to university and studying music production. I know what I want to do as a job, as in, you know, in the because obviously these things will come later, and I'll need money to make all that stuff happen. I know the sort of job I want to be doing. Something in the air. Like working for Royal Mail or working in factories, stuff like this. I've got a rough idea where I want to be living in 10 years' time. Up north, Manchester, Music City. I have a 10-year plan. I'm only 23. I know what I want, and I think I could fucking get it. I tell you now, I think I could. But the pressure in here and in here and out there, and with family. My friend Lowell, he's an old. If you can actually look him up if you type in like Silver Fox, he's got some videos. He's a busker in Northampton. He's been doing it for a long time. He's making a lot of money. He's relatively sort of well known, I guess, locally. Knows a lot of people, put it that way. He always says that you got to be like tunnel vision. Focus on the things you want, cut everything else out. I'm not quite there yet, but I want to be. It's just driving me insane. Every single person I've ever known in my life said the same thing. The girl I'm in love with, she said that to me. She said, I'm not worried about you because you're determined and I think you're going to get everything you want out of life. I mean, I want you, sweetheart, but whatever. I could fucking do it. That's the thing that makes me hate admitting this because it's such a weak thing. That's the thing that makes me cry. I don't cry. I try not to cry. I spend too much time crying. So, I last year I've tried not to cry because it's just, it doesn't do anything. It's fucking weakness. But that's the stuff that makes me feel that fucking down, right? It's knowing that I can do this. I can. I just need some breathing room. I need some space to do it. And I don't have that now. And I will get it. And I'm already like so close to getting that. The only major thing now is bank account, ID, and surgery. So many other things I've gotten over. I've done so much to improve my life in the last year and a half. You couldn't even believe it. It's just like, if I can't do the tunnel vision thing and focus, I'm fucked. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to bang on. Right, I'm going to upload some stuff so that you find people have some shit to listen to, and I'm going to work on some stuff, and I'm going to try and record a couple of songs that I've already written. I haven't written a lot. I tell you what, I'm just going to record the stuff I've got, even if it's not full version. And it's not going to be the best quality, but at least then you're getting some new content. Anyway, peace. Take care. Love you all. See ya. Stay lucky.